Hey there, welcome to Life Noggin. You humans are curious creatures. From a young age, you begin to question everything, like where your parents went when they played peekaboo, or why 2 plus 2 equals 4, or what this toilet does. I pushed this lever and it made a noise and I'm confused still. And that same fascination is what led humanity to land on the moon and create vaccines for life-threatening diseases. But what does wonder actually do to the brain? Well, it turns out curiosity changes the chemistry of your brain. Pretty cool, huh? But before we get into how, let's talk about the experiment that showed this. A team of researchers at the University of California, Davis had 19 volunteers read a variety of trivia questions and rate how curious they were to know the answer to each. Afterward, as their brain activity was being monitored by an fMRI, they were showed the questions again, then a picture of a random face, and then the question's answer. Now, if that face part sounded a little out of place, don't worry, we'll get back to it. For now, let's talk about the brain. When a question came up that piqued the volunteers' interest, their ventral tegmental area and nucleus accumbens became active, which both transmit dopamine. As you know from our other videos, dopamine is responsible for pleasure and reward, making you want to continue doing something. And that thing, it turns out, is learning, which is awesome. See, when you're curious, your hippocampus also becomes more active. This area is responsible for sending information to long-term memory, so when something really intrigues you, your brain is priming itself to store that information and reward you for doing so. In other words, the brain is making your job of remembering both easy and pleasurable. It's a win-win. But now let's go back to those random faces. If a question was interesting to the volunteer, they were more likely to remember the answer as well as the face that was shown before the answer was shown. So basically, since your brain is already primed to take in fascinating information, it's able to take in and store random, boring information as well. So maybe next time you have to study for a class that puts you to sleep, you should read about something you often wonder about. Or maybe you should watch a cool Life Noggin video. I hear they're pretty intriguing, but what do I know? I'm just the host of the show. This episode of Life Noggin was proudly brought to you by the all-new Toyota RAV4 Hybrid. Let your sense of wonder lead the way and drive your passions further. The all-new Toyota RAV4 Hybrid model is a compact SUV with up to 34 city EPA estimated MPG. The right choice for any adventure is the all-new Toyota RAV4 Hybrid. As always, I'm Blocko. This has been Life Noggin. Don't forget to keep on thinking.